This is a VW Jetta 2001 TDI 1.9. The reason for this video is that if you have any problems with changing out the wiring harness and you're having problems, I hope this helps you. This is what the wiring harness looks like. The wires are to go in, and then this distributes to your various lights. In this case, this is the left side of the vehicle looking from the front, and this distributes to your front light, to your parking light, and to the side parking light. What had happened is that my dad has very large hands. This was his vehicle and I inherited it because now he's 87 and he can't work on the various problems that this Volkswagen has given him. In here, in this part area, is where a windshield wiper liquid bottle that holds the liquid to shoot the water onto the windshield to get the bugs off. Because it's big, you have to take it out in order to fix in this really cramped compartment. Now, if you look over here at the right side, if you can see it, I could barely get my hand in here, so I'd have to take out the battery. This is how small they make these engines. I thought German technology was better, but it isn't. I fixed my mom's Toyota Sienna, a little bit larger, but it's easy to fix. I have a same type of engine V6 on a Nissan Frontier extra crew cab, and it's tight too. So I like Toyotas because you can work on these cars. The Toyotas are easy as compared to me. They are as compared to the VW or the Nissan. I think they don't want you to do it yourself because then they don't make money. Anyways, this harness, you can get parts for cars from O'Reilly's or AutoZone. However, specific stuff like this, you have to go to the dealership, unfortunately. The same goes for specific for the caps in the middle. The same goes for anything that is really specific. However, I found brakes, common stuff, maybe spark plugs, stuff like that you can get for the VW. Anyways, what had happened is that because my dad had large hands, and I've got small hands, but he has bigger hands than I do, he couldn't get or change a regular light bulb to this car or replace it. It's hard to do the same for this driver's side. So when he was, because you've got covers in here, and that's another thing, and you got to take the covers out, and it's hard when you have large hands, and then you got to take out the light, and then you got to change the light and then put it back in, and it's really tough because they give you a ring that you have to screw on inside, and it's just not snapping in. So they make it hard for the do-it-yourselfer. Again, I believe that's so that you can take it in the shop. Well, I was determined not to. Just for this, I could do it myself. It would cost me, what is it, $80 an hour for auto repair? That's ridiculous when I could get this done. However, I was getting stumped because with the new harness, I was trying to insert it. Now in here is this part of the plastic is female, while this is male. However, the prongs that go in here are male. These are female. When you buy this, it's only $20 and taxes in California. However, the wires, be careful that you only get 3 wires. Now, this takes 6 wires or 6 of these prongs that are connected to wires. However, they don't give you 6 individual wires. They give you 3. You have to cut them down the middle, and because both of the ends have these little, if you could see these metal female, I want to say they're female for the male prongs, and so you have to cut them, and then you use the remaining wire like I did right here to insert these. Now you insert these through the back. Know that these wires come yellow. They don't come the same color coordinated. So make sure that you know and keep this so you know what colors go where, because then you're going to have a tough time. Couldn't get it in. Couldn't shove it in. Wouldn't stay. Wouldn't connect. The light wouldn't work. I noticed that my dad had broken it off, and then he went ahead and he put a screw in here, and the screw attached to the other piece, and then he would screw it down and it would hold. You try to lock these things in here on its own, they won't lock in. It does have a lock, but it won't lock in. However, after a week of searching on the internet and YouTube, there was no videos or no internet topics in regards to having problems with shoving this thing in. You buy this harness over at the VW dealership, they don't tell you how to put it in. They just give you a package. Chilton's manual, which I regard is worthless because of the pictures, and they have no, they don't really specifically describe things, was worthless to me too. So looking at their schematic wasn't good. Looking up schematics wasn't helpful. So today I was just looking at this and saying, why did Dad have to put this in there? And I would put this in and line it up with the other hole, and it fit good. But I was feeling a cushion. And I looked in here and I said, okay, I can see what the orange thing is, but what's the purple thing? And I felt it squishy, so I thought maybe that's kind of like a buffer in the middle. Why is it there? So I went ahead and picked it out. But when I picked it out, what I found out, it was easy to pull out. It was this. And I'm thinking, why is this clip in there? So I clipped out of the new one, inserted it, snapped, and it stayed. Put the wires together and it worked. Try to see if I could put this clip back because I thought it meant for something. It doesn't. It seems like it's just packaging material for the inside of this harness. Why didn't they tell us this? Well, they don't want us to know, because if they did, they would do it. So now that's insert, the light works. This took me a week to figure it out because I had no idea, because when I purchased this harness, I thought all you had to do is cut and put together and put it in. That's not the case. That purple packaging material is in a way, and it won't let it go in and snap on the lock. So if you guys are having problems, take out the purple. If it doesn't work on your lights, if it works with your lights and that purple packaging material doesn't affect your lights coming on and your harness doesn't fall off, I suggest that you keep it on, don't take it off. But for me, taking this, what I think is packaging material, worked. So I hope this helps you if you have problems with your wiring harness. Real easy to do if you know to take out that purple packaging material. Thank you.